everyone. Welcome to another reading vlog. Today is Monday, April 20th. I have about an hour before I need to log in for work, so I wanted to start off this vlog. So right now, where I am at with my owls, I have 2 books left for my owls. I am currently reading The Magic Hour by Kristen Hanna. That is my herbology book. And then I just have my astronomy textbook, which if you watched last week's vlog, you know that I was going to read one of the Anna Green Gables books, but I DNF'd book 3. So I'm not continuing the series. So now I just need to find a book to read at night. There's a few options that I'm kind of thinking about. I don't know which way I'm going to go. So we'll see. I will try and maybe complete a few other courses as well. I mean, it's April 20th. We have 10 days left in the month. I've been doing really good about reading, so I think I might be able to finish a few more as well. I'm also, what I'm going to do right now, is sit and read a little bit of Vanity Fair. I'm behind in my reading with Rainey, just by a couple chapters, so I'm going to try and catch up this morning. And then I also need to edit a vlog. So that's my plan right now. I'm going to read a chapter and then start editing before I have to log in for work. So yeah, that's that. Hi everyone. It is just before 8 o'clock on Monday. I've just been editing a vlog to get it posted today because I'm behind in posting my vlogs, but it's okay. So I have not done any reading. I've done some audio listening. Well, I did a decent chunk of audio listening, actually. I'm at page 240 of Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult. I did not know a lot about what this was about, and it's a very relevant issue that I think a lot of people don't want to think about. It has to do with race and how people are treated differently, whether we are conscious of treating them differently or not, based on the color of their skin. And it's been enlightening to listen to. It's making me think about things that I say without even realizing what I'm saying and how they can be misinterpreted to mean something that I don't want it to mean just because of who I am saying it to, if that makes sense. Because there's a big problem, there's a big issue happening in this book. So this book is about a nurse, a Black nurse named Ruth, she's a labor and delivery nurse at a hospital, actually set here in Connecticut. And she is assigned to a baby, a mother and child, and she ends up being removed from the case because the family does not want her touching their child because she is Black. And later on, this nurse ends up left alone with the child, and the child goes into cardiac arrest, and she has to kind of wrestle with being told she's not supposed to treat or touch this child in any way and saving this child's life and the repercussions of the decision that she makes. And it's tough to listen to because of that, because it's dealing with a very tough topic. But also throughout the book, the main character Ruth will be in a conversation with someone and and what that person says, you get to see how Ruth receives it, and it's enlightening, just those little interactions that she has, how they can be misinterpreted. So it's been tough, but it's been a good listen. I'm enjoying it. It makes me want to read more books by her. I used to read them when I was in high school and college, but it's been a while, and I'm remembering why I really liked her as an author. So Now, I think I want to take a shower and then I need to read some Vanity Fair because I'm like getting behind because Rainy is like busting out the chapters and I had to return my audiobook to Libby, so now I have to physically read it. So I need to sit and do some reading, and then I need to read The Magic Hour by Kristen Hanna. So that's where we're at right now. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, April 21st. It's just before 10 in the morning. I've had a really lazy morning so far. I don't start work until 10:30, so which is awesome because it allows me to get stuff done in the morning and take my time getting ready for the day. I spent most of this morning catching up in Vanity Fair. Rainy was a little bit ahead of me just because I hadn't done the reading that we were supposed to, and so I wanted to catch up with her. We are at chapter 26 right now. Some stuff's starting to happen. I think some action's going to start, like George Osborne and Rawdon Crawley are getting ready to go to war. So that'll be interesting how Rebecca and Amelia handle that. And George Osborne basically just got cut off from his father for his decision in a wife. So it's getting interesting. Last night I also read a couple more chapters of The Magic Hour by Kristen Hanna. I'm enjoying it. I'm really intrigued. I really want to know what is up with this girl. So if you don't know what this is about, because I didn't, basically there's this girl who seems to have been like raised in the forest, possibly by her parents, but also possibly like a kidnapping victim. We don't know yet. She's like a little girl, like 5 or 6 years old, and she stumbles into this town in Washington, like escapes and comes to this town in Washington, and the sheriff, or I think she's the sheriff, I don't actually know. She's on the police force. I'm pretty sure she's the sheriff, is trying to figure out what's going on, and the sheriff's sister is a child psychologist. Ellie, the sheriff, calls her sister Julia to come help like figure out what this girl's story is, but the girl like doesn't talk, doesn't seem to even know how to communicate in words. So that's kind of where we're at right now, is Julia's trying to figure out what's going on and figure out if this girl is like a missing child, who her parents are, what her story is. So it's definitely interesting. This is the first Kristen Hanna book that I've read that's not a historical fiction. And so far I'm enjoying it. I really want to like dive into it tonight after work and see what's going on. Hello everyone. It is Tuesday after work. John and I have eaten dinner. I just filmed a tag video that I've been needing to film. So yeah, trying to get stuff done. I am almost done with Small Great Things. I am really enjoying this. There's like a courtroom thing, which I love. Right now, I need to do some reading of Magic Hour because I am getting behind. And I still, at the very least, I still need to read my astronomy book, which, speaking of, I think what I'm going to use as my astronomy book is one of the books that I have checked out from my library. And I wanted to get to it in March and I didn't. I think I'm going to use Sweep, the Story of a Girl and Her Monster, as my astronomy book because this is highly recommended by a lot of people and I want to read it. So I think that's going to be my new astronomy book. And then I also need to read A Tragic Kind of Wonderful from my TBR glass. So at the very least, I need to read at least those 3 books. So I need to get my butt moving and sit and read. So I'm going to do that. So I'm starting to read Magic Hour. And can I just say, when the description of the girl is she has black hair and blue-green eyes, why did the cover artists or whoever decides the cover of a book choose to put a blonde-haired little girl on the cover? I know it's not the author who chooses the covers, but that seems like they should have done a little bit of research. There is just a line in this book that I can relate to on such a way too personal level. That says, like, the sheriff, Ellie, tells her secretary / best friend to call this person in the town, and she goes, Peanut glanced at the clock. The Bachelor is on. Like, can't call Daisy right now because The Bachelor's on, so Daisy's not going to answer. Truth. This book was written in 2006. That sentence is just as relevant in 2020 for some of us Bachelor Nation fans. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. I'm getting ready to log in for work. Wanted to update you guys on what I finished last night. I only read like 60 pages of Magic Hour. I feel like I'm reading this so slowly. Like, normally in an hour, I can read between like 50 and 80 pages. I mean, depending on, the size of the book, the size of the font, the context of it. Like, I read fantasy slower than I read contemporary. I feel like I'm reading this so slow, and I don't know why. Like, I read this for like 2 hours last night, and I only read 60 pages. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I guess the font's kind of small, but it's not like it's difficult to read. Like, I'm really intrigued by this story. I really want to know what's going on, but I just feel like I'm reading it so slow, and I don't know why. Anyways, that's what I did last night. This morning, I have just kind of had a lazy morning doing stupid stuff. So I haven't read anything yet this morning. So hopefully I will get reading done after work today. It is Survivor Wednesday, and I need to edit and post a video, but I'm hoping I can also read as well. So we'll see how that goes. So I will see you guys after work. Hey everyone, so it is it is Wednesday after work. I just finished Small Great Things. I really enjoyed it, and like I've said like 4 times previously, I think it is like such an important, relevant story, and it's a hard story to listen to for all the reasons that I previously mentioned, but important and really good. So, highly recommend, unless you're sensitive to some very strong language, in which case, probably not the best book for you, because there is some really strong language. So I think I'm going to give it 5 stars. Yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that. Haven't read anything else yet today, so there's that. I will check in with you guys later, probably right before I watch Survivor, because that means hopefully I will have read something else. Hey everyone, it is Thursday afternoon. I just have some lunch cooking. I'm making up some quinoa to make like a quinoa, salad type thing. So I'm waiting for that to cook. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. I read my 2 chapters for Vanity Fair last night. George Osborne is kind of a douchebag. I'm just saying that. He seems like really shady and like a ladies' man and just wants all the attention from all the ladies. Don't like him. And then I read a couple chapters of The Magic Hour last night. My plan is to sit and read after I eat my lunch, sit and read for a few hours until I have to go get John. I have the car today because I needed to go grocery shopping, so I went to the grocery store at 8 o'clock this morning and still couldn't find everything that I needed at one grocery store. I had to go to another grocery store, which is fine. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday morning. I'm just drinking my coffee here. I'm going to read for a little bit before getting ready for the day, before I have to log in for work. I had a really bad headache last night, so I didn't do a ton of reading yesterday. I read about 40 pages. Yeah, it was just, yeah, I couldn't concentrate on what I was reading. But yeah, I'm just going to sit and read some of The Magic Hour. It's a really captivating story. I want to know what happens with this girl, but I don't love like the writing as much as I love other writings by Kristen Hanna, if that makes sense. I feel like The Nightingale and The Great Alone, some of her like newer books, her writing style had like developed and improved, and so like especially like the dialogue and stuff in The Magic Hour, it's kind of, I don't know, basic, I guess. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but I feel like the story itself is really good, but there are some things that aren't as good as other books by Kristen Hanna that I have read that are newer, and so she's had more experience writing, I guess. But overall, the story's still really good, really enjoyable. Right now, it's probably like a 3.5 to 4 star reads. It's not like my favorite, but I'm enjoying it enough to keep reading, and I really do want to know what happens with all of the characters. So I'm going to sit and read for a little bit. Hey everyone, so it's a little bit later in the morning. I should have showered and gotten ready for the day, but I haven't because I've been finishing The Magic Hour, and if a book makes me cry, that really means something. And this book had me like bawling at like towards the end. It is so heartbreaking for a little bit. So yeah, I'm just sitting here crying with my dogs around me. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, just after 12 o'clock. John and I had a lazy Sunday morning. I don't think we actually like got out of bed until like 8:30 or 9, but you know, we slept in. It is what it is. Last night I started Sweep, which I am using as my astronomy book. I only got like a couple chapters in. I only got to page 30. So far, I'm enjoying it, but not a lot has happened. So we'll see how it goes. I can only read this at night. So I'm going to be reading, I think, A Tragic Kind of Wonderful, like throughout the day, like today and tomorrow. Hopefully I can finish it, like finish both of these between today and tomorrow, because I really want to get both of those done. And then I can read other stuff for the OWLS that aren't part of my career for the rest of the month, which is my goal. We'll see how it goes. So right now I'm going to work on editing a vlog. I think I'm gonna open the windows in my office because it's like a beautiful day out. I think it's like 60 plus degrees outside, sunny. It's just really nice out. And then maybe I'll do some stuff outside. We are visiting John's mom this afternoon. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out until then. So that's my plan. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, I just stepped outside hoping that this was here, and I didn't see it at first, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hold this with one hand. My book outlet order got delivered today. So I'm going to open this up and then I'll show you guys what I got. Alrighty, so I got the box open. So I purchased The Chaos of Standing Still. This is the book that my sister-in-law said my mom needed to read, and so I bought it because it was like less than $4, hardcover, and recommended by my sister-in-law. So I got that. I got The Case for Jamie, which is the next book in the Charlotte Holmes series. So I will hopefully read that soon so that I actually remember everything that happened and am not confused like I was with The Last of August. I got Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Alex and Eliza by Melissa de la Cruz. I don't know, it sounded like something I would like. I don't know much about it. Let me know if it's good. And Hunting Prince Dracula, which is, I believe, book 2 in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I haven't even read Stalking Jack the Ripper, so I hope this is good. And then I got some Ellen Hildebrand books. I got a new edition of The Perfect Couple, because my edition that I had was just a mass market paperback and was in somewhat not great condition, like the spine's all broken. Plus, this is supposed to be an autographed edition. Oh, look, it is. So it's an autographed edition. So I purchased that because Ellen Hildebrand's like one of my favorite authors, and I wanted a nicer copy of one of her books. So I did that. And I got 2 other Ellen Hildebrands. I got Winter Stroll, which is book 2 in one of her series that I haven't read yet, but whatever. And then Here's to Us, which I just didn't have. So that is my book outlet purchase. Just wanted to share my little haul because I was really excited to order all of these. So that's that. Now I need to, I don't know what I need to read. I have like 2 hours before we're leaving, so maybe I'll sit and read for a little bit. So this guy has an update. John, what did you do?
I finished my last book for the OWLS, so
he has passed all of his OWLS exams. What was your favorite subject?
Probably, I don't know, that's hard. Because I really liked Charms, because I mean, the Dragon Republic was continuing the series and it was good. But I mean, I really liked Plum Island too, because I mean, it was just a solid book. And
I asked John if he was going to continue the series, the Plum Island series.
I don't know if I'll continue the series, but I liked that particular book because the subject matter kind of changes. It's just the characters
remain
stay the same. So I don't know. I think what I liked a lot about it, aside from the fact that the character was good, was
the sciencey stuff.
Well, the science, I don't want to like spoil anything, but just the subject matter, which if that changes, then meh.
It does.
So that, but yeah, I think after deliberation, I would think that I would put the Nightjar onto books that you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Probably slot out Gideon the Ninth and put in the Nightjar.
I'll link the video he's referencing down below.
It's like magical realism or whatever. The alternate London thing.
Our dog's one inside. Hey everyone, it is Sunday morning. I think it's still morning. It might be afternoon. I don't know. We had another lazy morning, which is nice. I'm actually getting full weekends throughout this whole virus pandemic thing, so it's going to be really hard to go back to working on Saturdays. We'll see how it goes. I might have to amend my hours a little bit at the salon. We'll see. So I wanted to let you know what I've been up to. I didn't do a lot of reading yesterday, but I did get to page 128 in Sweep. It's reading really quickly. It's a cute story so far. No complaints. I don't know, unless something like really dramatic happens in the next like 200 pages, I don't know that it's going to be like my favorite middle grade ever, but I'm enjoying it. And I've been reading Vanity Fair. I'm so behind in this right now. I think I'm supposed to be like 8 chapters ahead of where I am right now. So this is my priority during the day today, is to get caught up in Vanity Fair, because that needs to happen because I'm doing a buddy read and I'm sucking at it. Sorry, Rainey. So that's my priority today, and then I'll switch over to Sweep tonight. If I get caught up in Vanity Fair, then I will start on A Tragic Kind of Wonderful. Yeah. I'll let you know when I get caught up in Vanity Fair. Hello everyone, it's like 3:30 now. I just got dinner started because it needs to cook for about 2 hours. Hopefully it's good. It's a new recipe, we'll see. But I am almost where I need to be in Vanity Fair. I've been reading a chapter and then watching a booktube video pretty much since my last update, just because I need to catch up on both Vanity Fair and booktube. So it's been working out. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so that's the update I have for you. I have I think 2 more chapters to read to get through what I need to have read for today. So we're making some progress. So hopefully I'll be able to read a little bit of A Tragic Kind of Wonderful as well before night. So yeah, that's that. Hello everyone. It is just before 9 o'clock on Sunday night. I am officially caught up in Vanity Fair. I just finished the chapters I needed to read for today. I read 100 pages of this book, which isn't a ton for me in a regular contemporary or YA or mystery thriller type book, but it's a lot for a classic in one day. And so I'm a little bit I don't know, it's a lot of heavy reading. My thoughts right now, Mr. Osborne, Amelia's father-in-law, I don't like him. He can't swallow his pride even for his grandchild. Not a fan of that. Becky Sharp is a horrible mother. She doesn't spend any time with her kid. But that doesn't surprise me. Knowing Becky as a character, it doesn't surprise me that she can't be bothered with her child. So there's that. Otherwise, I'm enjoying the story. I enjoy the characters. I just feel there's a lot of unnecessary crap in the book, I guess. I feel the book could be half as long and still have the same storyline, if that makes sense. There's a lot of just extra stuff that I don't think needs to be in there. So I find myself losing focus or thinking about other things while I'm reading, and then I refocus and I realize I really haven't missed out on that much of the plot. So I don't hate it overall. I'm enjoying the overall story, but I feel there's a lot of unnecessary stuff happening and being talked about as well. But yeah, so now it's nighttime, so I'm going to switch over and read Sweep because I can now, and hopefully I will get a lot of this read before going to bed. Hey everyone, it is Monday morning. I wanted to wrap up this week's vlog. So this week didn't go horribly. I didn't read 6 books or anything, but I got a little bit done. I listened to Small Great Things via audio. Really enjoyed this. I read all of The Magic Hour. Really enjoyed this. I made decent progress in Vanity Fair. We are more than halfway through with this, so that's exciting. I read 100 pages yesterday, so that's awesome. I'm caught up, on track again. And then last night I also finished Sweep. I really, really enjoyed this. I don't know that it's my new favorite middle grade book, but I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a cute story. It was a very quick read. I would bust out 100 pages in less than an hour. So it reads really quickly. I think it has a cute message, and I loved Charlie, the monster, and Nan. But I don't know that it's my new favorite. It's definitely really good though. So I finished this last night. So I finished my OWLS. I've passed all of my required exams. So that's exciting. I'm glad that I got that done before the end of the month. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.